It's still Annie. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Be there in a minute.
How do you change it again? Oh, it's the gear at the top
Question.
right.
I don't
gear
know.
button.
It's the gear at the top right of Roll20.
There
Yeah.
it is. Yes,
And then
that's
display name.
easy. And,
Okay, right. So, yeah.
I've just gone live, so if you
Is
want
that
to,
Ansel? How do you want us to say that?
I think it's pronounced Ansel.
Ansel.
I'm not sure.
Ansel.
It's up to you.
Ansel!
I think Ansel is fine.
Ansel.
Answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Ansel. Okay, Ansel, Perseus, Elros, Davkus, Dalafin, Tyrion, and Aldrich. Dalafin.
And Rail
I'm
Duke.
just deciding.
pretty
my
old.
name.
No, oh,
I'm
you
deciding
changed
my
your
name still.
Oh, you're both changing a name. Wrong.
No, I was just trolling. I'm just trolling. I'm changing it back.
No, you're not gonna name yourself Raoul.
Raoul! Can I be Rail Duke? No, I'm gonna be Tyrion.
Okay. So, just as a thing, because obviously some of you weren't here when I said it, on the point that no one could get a word in edgeways last time, I'm going to do it more of a roundtable thing.
Okay.
So, it's going to start as a sort of general discussion, and once someone has an idea what they want to do, they can feed that to me, and then I'll go around everyone else to make see what they want to do.
Do you think maybe the players, Rusty, can also choose to consult another character
Yeah, that's fine.
rather than everyone talk over themselves? So they can say,
That-
I want to
yeah.
ask so-and-so, what do you think on this or something?
Yeah,
I thought
okay.
that might work.
Yeah, just try and be as respectful to the other 8 people as you can.
Exactly.
Other 7 people.
Why?
Sorry, 7.
Because it might be my turn to do something, and then I might say, well, guys, what do you think? Or I might not say, guys, what do you think? But
That's fine. Okay.
Cool.
Right, so I'm gonna move you back to where you were.
The middle of fucking nowhere.
something like that.
if I
we're
remember,
going
my
back
dear
to the
companions, weren't we heading back to the town?
Yes.
We were.
Were we heading
were.
back, or did we make
Right.
it back? Because I
No.
left at this point.
Okay.
We were heading.
We
I think Rusty will make us a quick
yeah,
sum up.
well, yeah, Rusty will
Yes.
do a quick summary of
I
what
was
happened.
Just about to make a quick summary about what happened in the last session.
Oh, I love this
What?
music.
No, it's good music. Right. For someone who hasn't watched any Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, it's really good music.
Kill yourself.
I'm watching them. I'm watching them. Fuck you. All right.
Oh, I thought you. Shit, I forgot about this. I forgot you
I
hadn't seen
bought them to watch them.
Yeah, did you want to
see.
do it yesterday?
Yeah, I did, but with shooting, I just didn't get time.
And back to Elros Harp lampooning the dungeon master.
Are
Not
we
to
summing
watch-
up the previous episode or what?
That's true. Sorry.
Okay.
Last time.
Last time on
Dragon Ball Z.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Last time. On
He's still charging. Okay. So, as just a general sort of wrap up, I want you guys to talk about what you think happened.
Yeah.
Do you want to just give a recap to like Ed
Okay,
and that who
fine,
weren't here,
fine.
so he knows
That's a
what's
fair
going?
Point. That's a fair point.
Good show.
Right. So you guys had you were still here when you got the horses, weren't you?
Yeah, we got back to the horses and that.
Well,
Ed's
no,
back at the-
I'm asking Ed. Was he still here when we got horses?
No.
You
No,
weren't. That's-
Was it?
When he
No.
got the horses, he was still here.
Yeah,
you were there
he
when I
was.
fell off the cart, weren't you?
Yeah, he did.
Elros, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I think he left just before we left
I
town.
left before
Yeah.
we went. Yeah, I left as we were rendezvousing.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
then
So
I
So
left
that's just before.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
right. Okay then. So I will go from there. As you guys did, you split off into 2 parties. One group of you investigated both the blacksmith's house and the shop, which is where you found that potion of healing, and that's where you left. I remember that. So you guys investigated that and were going to be following the tracks into the west, which led into the forest. While the other half of your party went to speak to the stable master, who is still in the tavern, and procured 4 horses and 1 cart, or one sort of carriage thing. Not an actual carriage, but big enough that people could sort of ride on it. So then you travelled as a group into the forest, where Terion did fail a deck save and fall off.
My leg!
My leg!
Oh, now I remember. I was going to ask if I could borrow Elros's legs after he left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Chop them off. Put some wood
Yeah.
in there as splints.
I'll be a bit taller.
Yeah, that's true.
right. So that's then you made camp on just a little bit off the beat in the road, because obviously there's like it's with it being the forest, it's kind of dense, but there's a sort of main path that sort of breaks through it for travelers. So you weren't too far away from there. You guys spent turns keeping watch over your camp. So yeah. And in the morning, our lovely ranger went to investigate something and then vanished. So, which the rest of the party then investigated, found similar tracks to the ones you were already following, and then you guys rendezvoused and decided that you'd head back to the town.
Point to be noted that another thing that we noticed is that there was strong magic used.
Yep.
Right, yes, there was
really?
there was one sort of blip, as you were, of strong magic. Davgus decided to use one of his detect magic spells to try and find out some information about how these people who may have had something to do with the ranger's disappearance.
And it was also said that it was in the same direction as the missing.
It was.
Jabron,
Yeah,
let
but-
Jabron, let the
By all
DM.
of this.
Jabron, let the DM
yeah.
at it.
No, he already said everything, but he missed out a few key
No,
points.
I wasn't done.
He wasn't. Just
Okay,
let him
I'm
talk.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. The DM will remember this.
Big deal.
No.
Okay,
All I was gonna say is you guys rendezvoused back together as a group, discussed at length about what you were going to do,
Oh yeah.
and you have decided to go back to the town. And I think the idea of trying to spring a trap for another raid came up.
Yes.
That is where you left. You didn't move. That is what you are doing. That's where you are.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
still kind of going, should we do this?
Well, you've just kind of come to that decision. Obviously,
Okay.
you could still talk about it now if you want.
Okay.
But that is when we stopped.
Okay, so...
Mr.
so-
Elros,
Sorry, I've woken up. What have I missed?
Mr. Elros,
Yes.
while you were in your deep slumber, the rest of us were planning on protecting the rather disturbed and shaken up innkeeper because we
Okay.
feel he may be the next target.
I see. Is it because the other two were service industry kind of men, and so the natural thinking is that they'd probably go for the innkeep next?
Whoever the
Yes, I
whoever
see.
the enemies are of this village, they're set on financial and industrial espionage.
Also might go for the
Interesting,
blacksmith.
but what about the ranger?
We have no idea.
Because
she's
it's because he went into their area.
She.
It's
Oh, she,
Yana.
sorry.
It's Yana's
Also-
the ranger.
also-
Yana. Oh right, sorry. I thought it was like an NPC.
No,
Okay.
it's
no, also-
Yana.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so
sorry, guys.
Yana's been taken by.
Sorry, guys. Annie, you tried to say something?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
she's
telling me now.
probably where the townspeople are going to be, and also not just the innkeeper is a suspect of being abducted, but also the blacksmith, because as we
So-
arrived,
Okay.
he got attacked and his daughter was taken.
I
Oh
will
right,
just
so
point
yeah,
out-
it's either going to be the innkeeper or him again in a second attempt.
Or the
Okay.
stable
Yeah,
master.
or the stable
Or the
master.
stable master, which is what I
Okay,
was
so
gonna
yeah,
say.
it's definitely a sensible idea for us to be waiting back in the village then.
Basically, we should protect the whole village, I think, because at that point we've got three people who could be adopted. So.
Okay,
let's
so
protect the
I know. Sorry, Dungeon Master. I know that we've established that we're going to set a trap. Have we decided our plan of setting this?
No.
trap?
No,
That
that's
is,
I
you are
suggested
still in the
something.
forest. You're still in the forest. You
We'll-
you're just about to either head back, and if you'd like, I could sort of RP it that you are travelling back and talking at the same time.
Could we do that from here? So from now on, any conversation we're
good.
having is as we travel back to the village.
Well, I was just making sure you actually still wanted to go back, but if
Okay.
you do,
Sure. Yeah. That's,
because I
Did
think I think that was actually the plan as we finished up last time that we were heading
I
back.
believe so.
okay. Right. So now
that's
we've got
fine.
that.
So you are now travelling back, probably a little bit slower than you moved in because you are discussing things,
Sure.
and you obviously need to be able to hear yourself with the horses and everything. So feel free to discuss.
Okay, so you guys have obviously experienced this quite a lot, and we know that there are magic. That we think that they're magic users. Right?
There's at least one conjuration user amongst them, because that's what
Okay.
the magic was. Because it was of some form of teleport / portal, so it's definitely a conjuration user amongst them, which is
What counts as good magic defense?
uh,
Dungeon Master.
Sorry.
Basically,
Magic
I'm trying to
defense.
think about
Who's the dungeon master?
how we spread the party out in the perimeter. Because I'm thinking that obviously, Davkas and I are probably going to be.
Well,
So,
okay. There are a lot of different types of magics, and they all have different ways
see.
of affecting an area. Some attacks, say magic missile, a spell you have, it selects a specific target within a certain distance. Whereas other spells can use sort of cones of damage, so burning hands, it is a 15-foot cone sort of in front of you.
Okay.
And other ones you sort of fling into a place, and then they have a radius effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Or we
So
have
those
like
are-
melee ones as well.
Yeah, there are also touch-based ones. Like I don't think you particularly have any, but there is a spell which is clerics, and they can do something called inflict wounds. Some of them can,
Okay.
and that involves touching the person and literally like their hands are so hot that it's causing damage.
Does anybody
those are
have
the
any
same-
spells or shouts that can protect
have-
us from any kind of
Oh.
magic damage?
Hang on.
Well, us as
the-
as wizards, we don't have any particularly defense ones. We're all just
okay.
attacking. So
I'm trying to
that
think, you and I will have to split up so that we've got. I'm trying to think what we'll want to do. Are we going to want to
Do we
split
have any
into like
paladins?
pairs, or should we split up into like two bigger groups that guard each end of the village? That's all I'm thinking through at the moment.
How about one group is protecting the villagers and the other one is setting the trap and maybe following the evil people?
well, we don't know about the evil people. It's more like it's going to be setting an ambush in it. So it's like
okay,
it's kind of
Can
the
I
That's not a
idea.
bad idea. One little group looks after all of the
Is there a-
potential
is there a
people
town
and
hall
the
that-
set traps.
Guys, sorry, Jabran, yeah?
Yeah, so what I was saying is that rather than doing this, we know that they're not particularly smart because the blacksmith managed to beat them in a way, enough to scare them off. So why not just gather everyone at one place and everyone stay together to protect everyone? Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be the best bet? Because
Uh,
they don't seem smart enough to not
Yeah.
fall for it.
Yeah.
Because they did do the attack while we were in town, so there was a certain aspect of them knowing that we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DM
Or is
DM just
distraction?
DM just look in Roll20 chat.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just about to say. Yes. Aldrich, what is your idea?
It's more a remark of things I've noticed while we were inspecting the shop, I think, and the campionate. So we know that they have indeed a strong magic user, but they also have one or maybe several bowmen with them.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you did find an arrow discovered.
I found an arrow and I found a very bad bow in the camp, if I remember correctly.
So
Last
it's
time.
a terrible bow. So
It was a terrible bow, but
bad
still,
equipment.
it can be used to shoot us from afar.
Sure.
So, so we need maybe to be very smart on this. And what I was thinking is more of a general ambush in the village, of maybe splitting us in a whole team, but in the whole village, using the village in as our advantage. You know?
So
That's
like a
probably good
distraction.
idea.
Yeah, maybe try to lure them in and attack them from
We do need a
multiple
way of luring
points.
them. We then need a way of trapping them inside the village, and then a way of getting all of them. So I'm trying to think, can we use any of these people as bait?
The blacksmith could do.
Any of the town
you would need to talk to them. About
Yeah.
it.
And
Who
if we
needs
use
talking?
and if we use one of us and maybe just dress them up.
That's also an option. You
I
can
mean-
absolutely try that.
One of us dress up as a townsfolk and just
Let's
Yeah, I
choose
mean,
the
maybe-
halfling.
Maybe we have to maybe we have to convince like the blacksmith to give a coat or something that he has.
Yeah, we could
but
disguise the
ultimately
halfling.
like that.
I like fact of what Uriz put in chat. We should build a replica town and use fake signs to convince the looters to attack the fake town.
Amazing.
That is brilliant.
Okay.
The superb detail.
I forgot to mention the toll booth that we were going to have leading into the town.
We'll really maximise profits here.
Hey,
Um,
need to make
Journalist
money.
always earns his cash.
Guys,
Okay.
what do we have as weapons and materials? In
Basically, whatever
So-
the equipment that each person has on them is really what we have.
Does anyone have any rope?
My friend, the other imp does. Yes.
Yeah, I've got loads of rope.
Okay.
I want to use rope
mean,
against the
A
powerful
lot of.
magic.
I have
Right.
50
I want to
feet of
use
hemp
rope
rope
as
as
a
well.
basic
Guys,
trade.
guys.
I have
Guys.
chainmail.
Just that's your armor.
Yeah, I could say chainmail's your armor.
Oh, damn it.
just
Sorry.
as a thing, most of you start with explorers packs, and if you have one of those, you have 50 feet of rope.
I've got a scholar's pack.
Yeah, I
so
can say we've got Scholar's Pack, which is our backpack.
Do you have like 50 feet of silk then, or something?
Okay, I'll save that for when we
I
need
think we can use that.
clothes.
what I meant is not especially rope or something. It's more like the kind of weapons you're using.
Ah,
Well,
I've got a mix kit. I don't know what that is.
I have a short sword.
yeah.
I have Warhammer.
Oh, I won't go telling everyone.
Maybe in order because I can't tell
Okay.
who's talking.
Right, yeah, we'll go down the line again. Annie's at the front, so
Oh. I have Warhammer and a hand axe.
okay.
Nice.
Also, you have your spells, which some
Also,
do
I
not.
have my spells. Yeah, I didn't.
Which is useful.
Perseus.
so I have a long sword, a pike, 5 javelins, and a shield.
Holy shit.
He's
I'm
a
a
fighter.
human
He's gonna have a
fighter.
lot. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot. Elros and Davkas, as you both have the same.
Spell book and short sword.
Hmm.
Nice. Durin.
I've got a short sword, dagger, and a short bow.
Okay, and I'm assuming some bolt arrows to go with that short bow.
Yes.
Tarian?
Short sword and 8 darts.
8 darts.
What up?
Alderic?
Great sword, 2 hand axes, and 3 javelins.
So you've got a good range of martial and ranged weapons there.
Sorry, do my prayer beads count as a weapon? Because I could garrote someone with those.
If you want to try, I will let you try.
Well, that's something else as well. Me and Elros, we have, we could throw ink at them or throw our knife at them.
You do
true,
have a
we could
you do
blind
have a
them.
small knife.
We do have a knife.
Small knives.
A small knife.
I've heard that's a stereotype of wizards.
If we're rounding up all the villages and things like that, should we put like the barbarian with the villages and no one like mix it up a little bit, like close range and
Yeah.
ranged?
I think maybe the human fighter with the villagers, because if he has a shield, he can protect them. I don't have a shield. The only thing I
You-
can do
you
is
can
hack
just
at
jump
everything
away.
in front of me. But
Weren't we planning to all just stay in the same place and protect all the villages in a common house?
No, because
No.
I thought the whole point was to form an ambush of some form.
yeah,
Oh,
That's
To be
that's
fair-
like that.
to be fair,
That's
they
what we're
did
trying to
say
do.
they did say everyone knows everyone. So when you set up an ambush in such a small town, it's going to be kind of obvious when you have no one walking around and moving about, especially during the daytime, which is when we're getting.
We're going to have to convince them to act natural, which is going to be difficult, but I'm sure one of us can persuade one of them.
Ross will.
Sure. So why
We
don't
could try.
Only speak to the blacksmiths as Durin.
Yeah, just because if we speak to everyone, there might be a spy in town.
yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
point, mate. Okay, why don't we approach the blacksmith?
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I think
And
only
if we
one
can
or maybe
persuade
two.
him
Guys,
to...
guys.
Guys.
Sorry, Annie.
But I think only 1 or 2 people should go there because if we show up again with the 7 of us,
Mm-hmm.
Should the 2 halflings go as one person?
I vote
A
that.
giant
Yeah.
cloak.
Yeah, someone give us.
Someone
your
give me that
cloak
50
and we'll go
silk
as one.
of 50 feet of silk.
I am still of the opinion that we should have gone west, but
It's too late for
well,
that
it's
now.
too late now.
Yeah, but
It's
what?
too late for that.
Yeah, you do. One problem with that though, we didn't
How
actually.
far away is this fucking town? Are we nearly there yet?
I was literally
It's not
just
as
about
far
to
away as
say.
you
We're
think.
like crouching on the outskirts,
Yeah.
Just before we get into
like
the
ready,
town.
ready to loot them all.
Right, Ed. Sorry, something you weren't here. It did take 2 hours of travel to get into the forest.
It took
It's
how
Not
long?
that
Sorry?
far.
2 hours to get into the forest before you rested.
Not literal 2 hours.
No, Well, I mean, it might as
It
well.
felt
have.
like it.
So it's probably going to take about maybe about 2.5 hours to get back.
And,
So in that time you're talking. So when you're done is when I'll just say you're getting there. So
could I say one last thing?
yes, of
Another
course.
No,
thing
Jabra.
that wasn't- Shut up. Another thing that wasn't mentioned was that the spell range, which was used for the teleportation at the camp, had a 500-meter range.
Yes, but you do
So-
you do realize that information that you've given we didn't actually know. That's the
We knew
information.
it.
No, we didn't.
No,
That's the information we weren't supposed to know.
No,
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 but
no.
he- No, you told it to us, didn't you?
Yeah, you were
Because
supposed to
Rusty
know that,
said,
yes.
yeah,
Mm.
we were supposed
I forgot to tell you because you rolled a natural 20 on your check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure everything.
You know that the range. Well, you might not know the exact range, but you know it can't travel anywhere.
Yeah.
And also,
It is.
roughly a 20 to 40-minute head start on us if they're going back to town. That is.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there before we get there.
So we don't have to wait too long.
Or you could be
Hopefully.
walking into a
Or
trap
we're
yourself,
already too late.
Yeah.
Or you're walking into a trap
But-
yourself.
Ooh,
Well,
didn't think
We'll
that.
we'll find out what.
If we're looking into a
what's
trap, it's
happen?
gonna be
We're gonna have
it's
some
gonna
of
be
us
fun.
You know-
waiting on the
you know, we
path
did think
back
about
to
that.
back to where the tracks were all leading. We should obviously be waiting there, some of us, to jump them. But someone needs to be with the blacksmith so he doesn't get taken out of some weird back entrance. And then some people need to be defending everyone else.
Yeah, but we could get into town and the blacksmith's already gone.
But I'm talking. We don't know that's the case. So we have to
Yeah.
assume that everyone is still there.
Yeah, obviously we assume everyone's still there. Yeah.
So is that? Should we do that as the plan? Has anyone else got any other tactical advice?
I've got some.
Go on.
We have a guy with a bow, if I remember correctly. We can use him as, I would say, sentry. Put him on the roof somewhere.
Or
it's
maybe as
not,
lookout.
Yeah.
it's not stupid. I mean, if you got him as
Yeah.
lookout, we know they're coming.
Yeah, that's true. He can send a fire arrow into the air or something as a.
And
flare.
he can snipe them from afar.
That's
We
true.
can use our horses to ride some of our enemies down.
Okay, another quick notice. Once we get back to town, the horses aren't ours anymore. We have
They
to
are
return them
not.
because we said
Yeah.
we're giving it back as soon as we get back into town.
Okay.
We
Well-
borrowed them.
We can always try and argue with the stable master with that.
We'll rob the stable master blight.
I mean, we're protecting him, so you shut up.
Annie,
Yeah.
are you trying to say something?
No, I just said we could stab him to death and just take the horses,
Oh.
but
Exactly.
let's
See,
not do that.
That's right.
See, Annie's
That's right.
see, Annie's on board with me with this. We kill the stable master and take the horses.
So what are we doing? We're leaving
Who's
one
our
person as
marksman
an
gonna
archer.
be?
The ranger.
But she's not here.
She's not here.
So who's
No, we got
So who's
another
the only
one.
other person with a bow?
the rogue? Maybe the
I'm
rogue
the only
then.
person with the bow.
Okay, so you're gonna be our marksman.
With a short bow, he's not going to be able to hit 50 yards.
I
That
mean,
could sh-
he's more of a watcher than anything else. We don't have an alternative. I don't know how
Yeah.
far my magic can go. Not very
We
far.
have to use every advantages we have, and this is an advantage that we can have.
Couple points.
Go on.
Ed, all your spell ranges are on that spell sheet I sent you,
Yeah.
so you can check there. The short bow range has a maximum range of 220 feet.
Still not that far, but it's far enough to thing anyway. As long as he's got
Far enough to be able to hit someone coming in a trap.
Let's
Yeah.
see how far I can throw one of these darts.
60 feet.
And guys,
70
if
feet. Wow. If I had a
if
tape
we
measure.
manage to keep the horses, who would we put on them?
we'll fight for that when it comes to it.
We're going to have 2 halfling knights, and the rest are going to go on the wagon.
Perfect.
So we're gonna let the midgets ride. Okay, that's fine.
Especially Tyrion. who
Can't
we know-
say that.
Okay, right. So wait. So Dale, you're oh not Dale. Sorry. Wait, is it Davkus?
No,
No,
it's
he-
Durin.
Durin. He's changed his
So
name.
Durin, you're going to be our marksman. Are you going to wait kind of above the tracks that we followed out? Is that about right?
What I might do is I might be able to. I can hide in the trees in
Yeah,
the tracks
do
that
that.
lead into town, and then that way I can set off an arrow when, if for example they enter town or they're entering town, I can shoot off an arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you're our watchman. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Anyone
who is
else?
going to defend the group of others? Because
Sorry,
what-
Ed. Sorry, Ed.
what's going
Annie.
on?
No, I just wanted to ask the exact same thing. Like, who's going to
okay.
protect the townspeople? Or
Yeah.
do we protect the townspeople or just the blacksmiths? Because
We
it didn't
protect
really get
basically the blacksmith has to be left alone, but
Ah.
actually not.
Well,
we have to leave
in-
him alone so that he gets attacked by
You
the
see,
things. that
By
he swooped
by
against.
some right. What?
Does
How
he
I?
know
s-
that?
Guys.
No, the
doesn't
blacksmith.
know that.
No, are we doing it where the blacksmith is on board with us, so he knows we're doing it?
We can
Alright.
do that.
Because I felt that's what Tyrion kind of suggested, that we kind of let the blacksmith know, and then
No, we don't need to let him know. We just go there and protect him. We keep him occupied. We keep eyes on him. We don't
Yeah.
have to tell him that there's people after him. Otherwise, he's
Yeah.
likely going to panic and blow our cover.
and then
Yeah, he'll
fair
shoot
enough.
himself.
And then for the rest of us, in a sense,
Sorry.
the rest of us, I think, kind of like we're kind of together, but not together. We're kind of just scattered around in places around the town.
Close
But in
enough
it,
to be able to reach each other and help each
Yeah.
other, but also to be able to take on our own enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically, yeah. So there's always going to be someone near you, but we're not going to be just in one group in the middle of town. We're just going to be like
Actually,
at buildings around.
Perseus has a good point. Is that the blacksmith is just a theory?
Yeah.
That is true,
Agree.
yes.
Theory.
It could be the
But it-
stable master. To be fair, it could be any one of the.
So
people
we're
that we
basically what
spoke
you're saying
to.
is we need to spread out.
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. We're kind of like we're not
Everyone
all
keep an eye
positioned
on
at
him.
one
How
building.
many people are there? There's the innkeep. There's the
Three.
7.
3.
What?
Well, sorry,
Three
there's seven party
potential
members. Sorry.
7 potential victims.
No,
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 3.
7 party members. 7 party members.
Yeah,
How many
Down.
potential victims are there in this village?
3.
In your eyes, 3.
yeah,
But how
but
many people are there in the
but
town?
that doesn't mean there's
Okay, so we could have basically that
About
leaves 2 of
30.
us defending each person, as long as we have Durin up in the
Yeah.
trees with the arrow.
But don't
Yeah.
forget about it. We know there's a possibly potential 3, but it could be anybody in this
Anyone.
village.
Sure, with us spread around that many people, if
Yeah.
for one of the other 2 or 3 members of the village got attacked,
Yeah.
we'd
Yeah.
probably all turn and go. For
Yeah,
it. So
pretty much.
Should we
Plus, you've
assume
also
that that's the
gotta
case? Does
remember-
anyone have any objections to that?
No.
Totally not.
You've also
No?
got to remember that this is a really small town anyway, so it's not like you're going to be
Yes.
really spread out.
What does
That's
small
true.
mean? Is it like
So
5
the
people
wizards
and 2
should
are gone?
probably split up.
Yeah, we're all split up in a kind of way. There's like a range and a
Pairing off, aren't we?
melee.
Because there's 7 of us, but obviously Durian is off doing his shooting.
Yeah.
So right, should we all pair off? Who wants to come with wizard?
I would.
Okay.
I would-
think what
Right,
it
who have we
should
got?
be is that since I have the best fighting, it should be me and one wizard because.
I'll go with you then if you want Perseus.
Okay.
Guys, just before you know, got confirmation from the DM. I did map the area of the village
But
when I
not all
was
of
there
it.
in my mind, so I know the layout of the village.
Do you
That's
right? Okay.
great.
Do you know?
I'll be right back, by the way. Carry on without me.
No, that's fine. Aldrich, you know the bits you went through, so
Yeah.
you know there's. I'm not gonna like have a map because I can't draw. So for this town, it's got a sort of main sort of central road with like houses kind of everywhere, and then like the sort of main establishments kind of towards the sort of middle of that sort of that road.
hmm
You're at the tavern, which is kind of on the edge of the town, like furthest away from the forest. And as you saw, like towards like the other side is who's drawing on the map. It's okay. It's oh, he's drawing the map. Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Thank you, Javon. I do appreciate that. So yeah, you've got the tavern there. You've got and you've got the shop and the sort of farm area in that further area, so it's a bit further. So if I sort of help Javon here, yeah, like this is.
Am I supposed to see something? Because I don't.
If you look on Roll20, you should be able to see them
Oh,
drawing.
there it is. Okay.
So
Yeah.
like if this is the tavern here,
Yeah.
that would be the shop.
hmm I'm mainly
This-
mainly
this would-
seeing a face right now, but
Someone's who's drawing Bart Simpson?
that would be Dale. Right.
Bart Simpson
yeah.
is overlooking the town.
And this is like a
He is
smaller
gone.
bit of this is like a smaller bit of the sort of farm area. It goes a bit further, and then there are just sort of little houses sort of dotted around. For the town, there's roughly 30 to 40 people from what you gathered. A lot of them work on that farm.
So shop, farm, tavern,
Blacksmith.
stables.
Yeah, the stables are quite close to the farm, but obviously there's a bit of a barrier to keep that sort of stuff separate.
So this is the
But-
stables, and then I presume this is the shop then.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So obviously that's not going to help in a battle sense, but you know the general area. Of...
It's typically just one road then.
1 second.
There's one sort of central road. There are sort of branching small roads, but as this place only has horses and very few of them, it's not really needed much.
So 1 second. Another question. Are we coming in this way or the other way?
You are traveling back east, so you would encounter the
Stables
shop,
first.
the shop and the farm in that area first. Yes.
Okay, so the tavern would come at the end then.
The tavern is
Yeah.
right at the end. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Got it. So we're coming in from the left.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, we can
No,
actually
you're coming in
use
from
the
the right.
road.
You're coming in from the right. Right.
Right.
Then we'd encounter the tavern first.
No. This
No.
is the tavern here.
Isn't this the tavern? Okay.
On the right,
This is-
Rusty
this is
drew
the
on the
farm.
right hand side
This
is
is
the
the farm.
farm. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this is the shop.
Oh, this is the
So,
shop.
and
Ooh.
this is the way you'd come back in.
So we're coming in from this way.
Yeah. So because this is like the sort of general tavern here, the bigger place, and then there are smaller houses around.
Okay.
I don't know what was funny about the phrase "bigger."
No, I'm laughing at what I can see in the middle.
Oh, what things
Purple
put.
monster.
Oh.
Guys.
Ah.
Guys, we're getting banned on Twitch.
Seriously,
Dirty.
serious. Who just drew that?
That's Dale.
Guys.
Okay.
I didn't
so-
draw that up the top left. I drew my big worm. All right.
Guys.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Ed!
Sorry, I'm done.
And Jabral, get rid of the item at the top as well.
Oh, censored.
It's just
God,
balls. It's just
Guys,
balls.
Oh,
It's
I
not
can't
gay.
see any more of the map. It's covered in shit.
Guys, come on.
All right. How about this? Everyone draw your own little character, and then we'll move them around.
That'll be
There you
us
go, look.
animating the.
I am. I'm up in
This
the
isn't-
trees over
This
here.
isn't even the map.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, draws on this. I'm gonna get
This
angry.
is a nice looking village.
Well, I mean, it's a bit more up. It's a bit bigger than the one, but you try Google searching for something that specific.
Okay,
Judge
but,
Google's looking small,
so
deep
basically-
village.
So basically, we have a main road. The tavern is the furthest building to the forest.
Furthest from the forest, yes.
Yeah, and it's first the shop and the farm.
In that sort of general area, yeah. In general
Yep.
terms.
Okay, so if we defend the tavern, we can maybe put our blacksmith in it.
Just gonna say, you know that both the shop and the farm have lost both of their sort of owners.
And the blacksmith is just after the shop.
Yeah, blacksmith is a little bit further down, but not quite as far down as them, because you saw him run up to the tavern at the start, or Durin, fuck, Davkus, shit.
Okay.
So-
Oh, this is brilliant. Doing on the roof.
So what's actually going on now then? What's the plan?
Well, I've put this on because I'm assuming at this sort of point you've got a plan, and you're getting back to the town, so you just
So-
need to split up.
So,
That is
We
what
need
you
to
want
leave
to do.
Durin in the trees.
Who is
as we
typing
re-enter the
lies?
oh yeah, I can see that. Right, so we have
Yeah.
Dale is gonna perch himself in a tree or on.
Durin.
It's Durin.
Fine. Durin is gonna place himself on a roof or a tree in or just outside the town on the edge.
Correct. The rest of
Elros.
us are splitting off into pairs.
By the look of it, Elros is going to go with Perseus to defend
course.
which building?
Right.
Which building?
Bar.
What?
That's a good
Guys,
question.
can I just stop you for a second?
Go on.
You've got one group doing what, and one group doing...
We're trying to debate that
we
now.
don't. We have one person doing marksmaning, and then three other pairs who are all kind of scattered about.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna need more fucking chats.
I suppose we
Get to
are
it.
actually, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
do
doing
it.
it.
Right.
I'm doing it.
So we've got. So I would say Durin's perched on a tree or wherever he's going to perch himself. Perseus and Elros, which building you two going to defend?
Perseus, what's your call?
I think we should go for our theory, which was the bartender.
Okay.
So you two are gonna defend the tavern
Or defend
then.
the tavern.
Yeah, and it's gonna have the most people there as well.
Right. Who
Right,
wants to
so-
come? Who wants to come with? Who wants to come with me?
It's a
Who's
tavern
the?
in a small village in the medieval times.
Yeah.
In the day.
Exactly. In the day. Right. Who's gonna come with me? I'm the other wizard.
You're Davkas, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's going with
I think that's
Dabkas?
me because
Okay.
I saw Tyrion write that he wants to go with Aldrich.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right,
So,
so
me and
Right,
Hansel
okay.
then I'll let you decide which building we take. It's up to you.
party 4.
Andrew even
that's
wants this
gonna be-
guy.
Well, Eros and Perseus are their names are next to each other on the screen, so I figured it'd be they went as a pair, so it'd make sense if me and Aldrich went as a pair. So then it's just we're next to each other on the screen.
Yeah.
It could maybe.
And then let's Hansel, which what building shall we take? Because obviously Perseus and Eros have got the tavern. What do you want to take?
Let's take the stables.
Okay, we'll go out of town a little bit, then from the main center of town, and we'll go see if anyone comes from the stables then. And then
Was
I
the stables
suggest-
out of town?
the
I
sta-
thought it was-
in the stables by the farm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stables is in that rough area, so it's a bit
Yeah.
further away.
It's just a little bit out of town,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's still
I've
enough for us to
made-
see like a signal from Durin.
Okay, guys.
Oh, okay, good.
I've
Mhm.
I've put like subtitles for the parties. When you guys break up, go to where you are supposed to be, and if you're not going to any of them, just stay in the main one.
And then what are Tyrion and Eldrick doing then? Which building you two gonna go?
I'm not suggesting we defend a building. We might be useful for backup.
So
if
you
need.
What?
so you two are just gonna kind of like wander the town then?
Maybe we could do that and just
Yeah.
like go in reinforcements if ever needed.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
No, actually, I would suggest that if the stables are a little bit further away, then the backup should go there, and we two should go to the shop.
The problem is, well, if so, because we've coming from the town from the stables, so we've bypassed the stables and the farm to come into town.
Yes.
So, if Tyrion and Elric want to take that, then
Take the stables.
yeah, take the stable and farm if you want, or me and Ansel can take it, whichever.
Um,
I thought we were going to keep an eye on the blacksmith in that area.
yeah,
No, the
it's Perseus and Eros are defending the tavern, so they may defend the blacksmith.
Yeah,
at the
because
same time,
they're pretty much next to each other anyway.
But I'm thinking
Because they've got to pass. Is it that they've got to pass the tavern, don't they, to get to the blacksmith? If I'm not mistaken, DM.
No.
Is it?
I think it's the reverse. I
Is
think
it-
they
is
got
it-
to pass the blacksmith to
It's
go
the
to the tavern.
reverse. It's the reverse.
Right. Okay. But they're still but the building's just after. So the tavern's just after the blacksmith then.
Yes.
Right.
It's perhaps 50, 60 feet away.
So they can still see the blacksmith then, so that's fine.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, guys. If we got Perseus and Eros defending the tavern, we got Durin in the trees somewhere, staying as a lookout. Ansel,
Ansel, yeah.
and
Davkas.
Davkas.
Yeah.
Maybe if you take the stables,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, sure.
we stay around the farm with Tyrion.
Well, we're by the we can cover the
the
stables and
stables are
farm.
by the farm, right?
Yeah, we'll cover both. We can cover both. It's fine. Because it's just basically you've got the stables on one side of the road and the farm fields are on the other, so it's literally like next to each other. So,
Okay.
I'd
So
really
we-
like to speak to this blacksmith.
We go to the middle, maybe.
so you two just wander town and like if you two want to talk to the blacksmith, you two talk to the blacksmith.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I stay with Tyrion as his bodyguard, and if ever there's trouble, I take my weapon and hack someone.
Something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Ladies and
Sure.
gentlemen, introducing my sellsword. I'm loyal protector.
Okay,
So- So if we split off into our own little groups then from what we're doing,
I've put the groups in the chat.
yeah, that's fine. So is everyone good with the plans, or does anyone want to change anything?
I
Or
think so. I mean, I kind of
Yeah.
zoned out for a lot of it, so I'm hoping it's going to be alright.
Jesus Christ, Ed.
It's written just in the chat. You can't miss it.
Okay, I'll read that.
That's what's happening.
Okay, so everybody split up.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
go to where you're supposed to be going.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's taking so long again.
Well, a game does, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what is our plan for defending this said stable?
I don't know.
How are we going to do this?
I mean, I have some spells, but I'm not sure if I can use them for like protection spells. Then again,
Alright.
I'd rather say we wait until something happens and then decide.
Because we need to kind of have some idea of what we're doing. Because obviously we're kind of, we're two magic users in just out of town. So
Oh, you mean like just being idle, kind of like?
yeah.
Greetings.
Oh.
Greetings, DM. How
Hello.
do we grace your presence today?
Well, you've gone to the stables, which means you would have taken the horses. So
Yes.
you're going to be talking to the stable master.
Mm-hmm.
How are you approaching that?
We're kind of discussing what we were going to be doing.
I would suggest that we ask him if we can have them for like a day longer. Because we were supposed to get them back, right? To give them back.
We were.
Yes. I think obviously we'll need to keep the horses for a little bit longer. Because obviously, if we need to rush back to town, then we need to. If not, we'll just steal them. I'll pay the stableman's like, here, take this. We're taking the horses.
Yeah, that would also. Well,
So
actually,
I think we do need to just kind of like talk to the stablemaster and say, oh, can we just keep the horses a little bit longer, just in case of certain situations.
yeah.
Sure.
So
I have a question. Our agenda was to not tell anybody that something is happening, right?
Yes.
try and be yeah.
Okay.
Kind of the idea, try not to say, but be as very vague as possible.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll
So
leave you two for a little bit. I'm just gonna go to Dale.
Yep.
And I will circle back round.
that's fine.
Sure.
So how are we going to talk to the stable master then? How are we going to go about this? Because this is going to be a bit tricky. Because we need to try and convince him to keep the horses without saying there's an issue going on.
Yeah, and this is not easy for my character, I think. I think he's more like a honest, prideful character. Let me see.
Well, it's like with me, as like I try and protect those beneath me and that. So it's like
Yeah, that's the same with me. Like mutual security and prosperity, but not through lying. If I got my character sheet right.
yeah. It's like I've got like a duty to protect those who are for the people beneath me and that. It's like I have to kind of be seen as a kind of like the hero, kind of like a good guy. I don't want to be seen as a bad guy and whatever. So
Hegel means like something like betting. Is that right?
what? Yeah.
Because my flaw is you're greedy, so you can't part with money easily, and you haggle to get the best possible deal. Now, this is not about money, but this is about the horses.
Well, it depends on how you look at it, because that's basically to heckle somebody is to kind of like it is basically to get a better deal. So it's like if something's going to cost like, oh yeah, if you want to keep it for another day, it's going to cost you like 2 gold. But you can heckle, like, you give us like a gold or maybe whatever. It's like try and heckle him down prices.
Yeah. Okay.
But if that's one of your flaws where you can't your character kind of finds it hard to separate from money to try and get a better deal, but often or not, it can turn bad. So it's like, oh yeah, well, you're not going to try and heckle me. You're going to give me 3 gold, and it's like, and you're just going to lose a losing battle then. So it's like, I don't exactly have the best persuasion for charisma.
I just have 3 persuasion and charisma. I don't even know.
I have 1 persuasion in skills, but I have -1. I have -1 in charisma, but I have charisma of 8, which is not good.
You have a charisma of 8. I have one of 3. Oh god.
You have charisma. What in the what is that in the skills or in the box on the left hand side? on your character sheet.
Oh no, on the left-hand side I have 1 in the square thing and 12 in the little one.
All right, so you actually have a better charisma than me then.
Oh, okay.
So you actually have better charisma than me. In your skills, which is the box next to it, what's the persuasion?
3.
So you've got a better chance of possibly persuading the stable master to let us keep the horses without potentially paying for it.
Okay.
So I think you'd be the one to you'd be the better option out of both of us to try and get these horses for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously,
How many
if it's, I think it's just the 2 horses that we've taken.
Yes.
I don't, because we had, how many? He gave us 4 horses. He gave us 2 in the carriage and 2 normal rideables.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So we've taken the 2. Well, yeah, because we can't take the carriage one back because obviously we couldn't take them. So we've got the 2 rideable horses, as far as I'm aware.
I actually don't know, to be honest.
So we'll ask him we'll ask him when he comes back. But I believe it's the 2 rideable horses we've taken, not the carriage. So in theory, the carriage should still be in town. So.
Do you think the stable guy knows that the people who got the horses know us? You know what I mean? Because if he doesn't, then we can say, yes, we found the horses at the edge of the town, and we figured those are yours. Here they are, but can we have them?
No, he knows who I am. I went to the stables. He knows who I am.
God damn it!
So unless I don't come with you when you go to see the stable master.
Yeah.
So if I don't come with you to go see the stable master, then that's possibly a way of doing it because he knows who I am. Because I was part of the group who went to get the horses.
Yeah.
So he knows me, but he doesn't know who you are.
I think so too, right? He never really.
Because I don't think.
If he didn't see us walk together.
No, because I don't. No, you didn't come with us to get the horses, did you? You went with the other group to the blacksmith, didn't you?
That's true. Yeah. Yes,
yeah, because when we split,
didn't...
because when we split from the tavern, you went with the group to the tavern. Well, the rest of us went off to the stables.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
After you got the horses.
Yeah, but we brought them back to town.
Ah, okay.
So the stable master doesn't know who you are. He's seen me because I've spoken to him. Yeah. I was there trying to help get the horses, so he's seen me and spoken to me.
Yeah, I get that.
So we could do it in the way that he we'll run it by the DM, but I believe he doesn't know who you are, so you can kind of like, oh, I've like run some kind of thing like, oh, I found your horses. Can we possibly, I don't know, some reward or some, I don't know, something like, can I thing the horses or something?
Yeah. And should I try to get them for just like a day or like as a gift forever?
Try and get them as a gift, I would say, if possible. If not, just try and get them for like another day.
Okay.
Or 2.
I'll just say something that they are not strong anymore or something.
Yeah. It's like the horses seem to be like kind of like, oh, they're kind of reaching the limits. Are we alright to like take them off your hands or something? Try and get them. Good. If you can try and get them free. If not, then just ask them for another day or something or 2. Just try and work something out.
But what do we do then? Like, do we go away from the stables? Because
we're kind of still around the stables, but you're coming back outside of the stables, and we're just kind of around. So we've got the horses, because obviously you've taken the horses, and you kind of obviously at the stables would be kind of like tied up. You've tied them up, so they're not going to run away.
Yes.
So the horses are there. It's like, oh yeah, thing that, and then if we need, we'll just jump on the horses and away we go. If we need to run back to town.
Okay.
But obviously, we're at the entrance point to the forest, so we're actually closer to the forest than the town. So we're actually a little bit further out of town. So we're actually kind of in front of where Durian is. Because I don't think Durian's placed outside the stables. I think he's just perched outside of the town. While we're kind of a little bit further away from the town. So if they're coming from that direction, from the forest, then we're going to be the first ones to be hit.
Okay.
So that's what we have to be careful of.
Yeah.
But I am.
Do we want to talk about that now, or do we want to see what happens and then talk about it?
we'll try and get the horses first, and then we'll go about what's going to be happening after that, because obviously the DM will come by and tell us what's going to be happening. So our first step is getting horses. You're gonna rattle up some form of story or something to try and get these horses for free, because I'm not gonna go with you because he knows who I am. He hasn't met you yet.
Yeah.
So
Are you going to do anything on your own while I'm, let's say, inside?
I'm literally I'm keeping lookout. So obviously I'll have to roll some form of perception skill or something to make sure that there's no one actually turning up. So that's something I've got to try and do.
Yeah.
So
I totally forgot that it's daytime, to be honest.
yeah, it is
daytime,
it is daytime, so I can see a little bit further than my usual 60 feet with dark vision. So I could possibly see someone coming like a good distance away from, because obviously I can see the forest in the distance, but obviously as they're getting closer I'll be able to see them, so I've probably got a good range to see them.
Yeah.
But it's more the fact of then trying to get word back. It's like if something happens, if I kind of don't roll a good perception skill or whatever, and I see people coming, it's like, oh crap, what do I do? Do I come back in and tell you, or do I just run off and leave you? It's like, what do I mean, I get to that situation then.
Yeah.
So it's something I've got to kind of work out. But the first step is more the fact of, I'm literally going to be kind of like stood outside of the stables while you're inside talking to the stable master. So that's our first plan of attack. So hopefully that won't take you long, which should be enough time for me to kind of do some form of perception roll or something to try and see if anyone's coming for you to come out and like, I'll be like, Ansel, we're freaking getting out of here now. We're going back to town. Then watch one of the then watch.
Wizards,
What?
right?
Yes, I am a wizard. I am one of these wizards.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about like, as we have the time right now, we should maybe see if we can use any of our spells. I have no idea how to.
I haven't got anything that's going to be useful. The only thing is, if obviously some of my spells have to make like a huge racket, like I've possibly got like my thunder wave, maybe my fireball or something like that is going to make some form of damage.
If I can open it.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Where is it?
So.
And my cleric thing is also in the chat. Wizard.
Yeah, I haven't got the PDFs open, and I should probably go grab them.
I mean, obviously it's going to depend on what is going to happen, but are we going to fight directly or rather run and tell the others?
I think it all depends on if it depends on how far, if there is anyone coming from if anyone's coming from the forest. Just if I see someone, does it mean I know who they are? I could potentially see them think them as a threat or not. It could be anybody. It could be, I don't know, a townsman coming back from, I don't know, collecting firewood or something. It could be anyone, depending. You know, there's not a chance I'm going to say, oh look, there's a shadow I see. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 5 people or whatever? It's like, what do I do? Do I just grab you and we go back to town? What do we do? It's like it's kind of a strange situation, or do we just kind of like hide out and just let them kind of pass by, you know, kind of just act natural and just watch them pass by? Because obviously the people or orcs, creatures, whatever, has taken who's doing this, and also taken our ranger. They don't know who we are, so there's a potential we could just kind of be hanging around, like, you know, kind of pretending to work with the farm, and they walk by and it's like, oh, there's nothing happening.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
But by look of it, something's happened at the tavern, but we don't know about it.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's kind of the idea that's going on, that we need to try and do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of you try and get the horses while I'm just kind of keeping a watch and see what's happening.
All
And basically we go from that situation there.
Okay, good. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, so that's the plan of attack. Do you have do you have the link to the to get the PDFs so I can
No.
or not?
He sent it in the chat, and I'm searching for it, and
Oh,
I
it's-
find it,
it's-
but I somehow can't
it's
click
like-
on it.
Oh, right, okay. It's like I'm gonna how far up the chat? It's a mile up the chat. It's there. I've got just
Can't
just
right
highlight
click it.
just right click it and copy the link. Just highlight and copy link.
Oh, it doesn't work. I can't highlight anything. What is this?
What if will it work if I DM you the link maybe? Right, what if I give you the link this way? Because that's the link to the drive which has got all the PDFs on. So you're a dwarf cleric, aren't you? So let's have a look. What?
Oh, this is not what I was looking for. I was really looking for like the spellbook of you and the cleric spells.
Yeah,
This one.
because that's
I can try this, but you probably can't use that because it's on
other
my
than that,
drive. No, you can't.
is it this one that we need to use, and is it this other one? No, it's not that one. I don't know where other one. Other than that, that's what kind of shows you what spells I can use at first. Okay. But I can't find the link for the actual spell book.
I'll just scroll up. We don't have anything to do much now.
Well, something's happening anyway in town.
Yes, but we don't know yet.
I know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to find out when the DM drops by.
Yeah.
Because in theory, something would have happened because we would have seen some form of signal flare from.
Yeah. Probably yes.
So we're just waiting on the actions to run by and see what occurs. Alright, so you've got... Right, first level enchantment, so you've got... Okay. Okay, you can spare the dying, bless, cure wounds, detect evil and good, sacred flame, detect poison and disease, guiding ball, healing word. Alright, okay.
I actually really like the one, what is it? The one detecting evil and good, I think it's called.
You can detect evil and good, yeah.
I like that one a lot.
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial element, or fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly,
I mean, it's
you know.
probably not necessarily useful now, but just generally, I like
Yeah.
this.
You know if there is a place of object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. I just see the guiding bolt. That's a good one. 120
can't-
feet range attack.
I can't find. I don't. I'm gonna say, do you have the link to the others or not?
I found the other one, the wizard spellbook thingy.
Yeah.
Data
Yeah.
received.
You could
Analyzing.
throw that my way because I know what most of my spells are.
Oh, you don't have it?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, now I get what you want. Tell me. Okay.
If you just throw the wizard spellbook my way. Jeez, what is happening? I'm curious to know what's happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
me too. Taking so long.
I know. we're just here in the stables. And we know
Yeah.
something. Obviously, we can see something happening with the chat, but obviously we don't know what's happening.
Might be.
Oh, I rush in.
Oh,
The funny thing is that we're just
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, we've just been all brought back. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, I just had a little bit of a run in.
Okay. Well. Okay. What? So apparently we've just rushed from the stables straight back to town. So what's going on?
No. Okay,
No,
you
just-
haven't. You haven't.
GM,
Okay.
I'm
go
telling
for
you.
it.
Right. Have you been seeing the rolls?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they went into the tavern, and it was just the barman, or so they thought. And then they got jumped by a couple of goblins.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
I
So-
obliterated both of them.
But this is what happened. They had
Yeah.
a fight,
Yes.
and Ed or Elros used a spell called Thunder Wave. And when he used that spell, it sends a cracking bolt of thunder,
Hmm.
which can be heard 300 feet away. So
Yeah.
everyone in town heard this.
Yeah, I
Well
gathered.
Coming
done.
from the tavern.
Well,
Yeah,
done.
I gathered. I saw that, and yeah, I
Right.
kind of assumed
So
something went a
Everybody
mess.
heard a massive bang at
God
the
damn
tavern
it.
where you know your friends were. So
Not to
I'm
mention-
assuming-
Is the
I'm
ta-
almost
wait?
dead.
Is the tavern does the tavern even exist anymore?
Well, no.
Well, the spell only affects 15 feet of damage, so like it doesn't act like it's just the sound of thunder for 300 feet, but you
Jesus
hear it, and it's like, what the fuck
And I
happened?
completely obliterated the two goblins from existence
So
in a single blow. And Gibran tried to take them on and got fucked.
So, how much,
I got
how much,
fucked
how
3
much
times
damage
in a
has been
row.
done to Perseus?
I have 1 health point left.
you don't know that. You don't
Just
know
asked
that.
him.
I'm looking at my
Oh,
body and there are wounds everywhere. I'm just.
Anyway,
look,
come on.
Let me patch you up quickly,
Anyway-
Brian,
You're
before you
not.
bleed
You're
out.
not there. You're not there.
Anyway, DM, go on.
Okay,
Guys.
okay.
None of
But
you
I
were
live.
there.
Guys,
You
guys,
just
guys.
heard this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, you were alerted because you all knew
So,
what was happening.
Me
You
and
have been
Ansel,
alerted.
me and Ansel running back to town then.
You
No.
are, or
Okay.
you would be.
Okay.
Could you both roll a perception check, please?
A perception, yeah,
Oh, hang on.
I can do that.
Wait.
There's my perception.
Okay. Right. So you both get sneak attacked. You
Both get sneak attacked.
Oh, great.
That's what you did. You were surprised.
Okay.
Uh,
So we're surprised of what happened. Okay.
Well, no, you're surprised as in you didn't see these enemies approach you, and now they're gonna fuck you up.
Oh, great.
Because this is what happened to them, guys. I'm just bringing you into the random encounter thing. Oh, I've got 2 heads.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, I bought you a character. Right. Which one are you, Dan? Where are you?
I don't know. I don't know which is my character on the board on there. I don't know.
It was the more hat-wearing wizard.
More.
There's one with a hat and one without. He's the one with a hat.
Oh, right. I don't know. I didn't know which character was mine.
Is he
We
there?
have-
I can't fucking see him.
He
Oh
should
yes,
be
he's
on.
there. Yeah, I've got him. Okay, I'm gonna copy him because he's going elsewhere, and you're following him in a minute.
Me?
No, you're already here. I'm dragging you those guys to the same place you are. So Ansel comes here, and so does Davkas. At this point, I'm bringing everyone together just so everybody else can get into the swing of it, because everyone else is gonna be here. Right. So, oh god. Right. Oh dear.
We were so close to getting the horses.
I know. We had a plan and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
well.
good plan.
Well, Tyrion and me were just counting how many windows the house in front of us was.
We were going all out with our plan.
Okay. So you guys are here.
So is this the tavern then?
No. This is at the stables.
All right. Okay.
You got
So-
jumped.
Those are the goblins.
When can I help Perseus?
You can, in
He's
a
kind of
second.
bleeding next to me.
He is. Right. So you two get attacked. So scimitar. God. Oh dear. Right. So that one rolled a 6 against Davkas. So he misses. Lucky you. And Snell, you're not quite. And I don't know.
Dude, I can change the name.
No, it's fine. I don't know how to say it. So
Ansel. Just say Ansel.
Ansel, you are not so lucky. They rolled a 21, and I'm pretty sure your armor class is not 21.
Just look at your character sheet at the top.
18.
18.
So that one hits. So you take 5 points of slashing damage.
God damn it, Elrath. Sure.
So yeah, if you go to the red little bubble, you can just -5 from that. So just minus-
It's MC.
MC, could you leave again, please?
Okay, I'll sort this 1 second.
Alright. So, Annie, could you just -5 points off your character, please?
Yes.
Do you know how to do that?
Wait.
Just where you say on your character sheet where your current hit point is, just change
Just
that
take-
to just -5 off it.
Alright.
Not the not your maximum, your current
There you
hit
go.
points.
Right, okay, so now you two get to roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Which it's at the top of your sheet, it's next to your armor class and your your speed. So
Right.
just roll that for me. So 18 and 9.
For goodness
Oh.
sake!
Welcome to the club, Dafkus.
I'm a wizard! I should be killing these!
He has an initiative of 3.
I should be thunder waving these!
-1.
Damn.
We can't all be godly.
I know, right? I can't be like Elros.
No. No one can.
I'm rolling a religion because I'm seeing the light.
Okay.
Guys,
Annie, could you roll
Yes.
a dexterity check for me?
Of course I can do that. Hang on. Wait.
Alright. Okay, so he
Yep.
is faster than you.
Oh shit.
Alright. So you are going second.
Listen, Ansel's gonna die. We're gonna lose the cleric here, guys.
Can I
we should-
heal myself?
Not until your turn.
This is extraordinary. I mean, the two groups are getting fucked in the ass, and the reinforcement in the middle of the city just sitting there and say, it's not happening anything.
Okay, so Goblin's turn again. The one who tried to swing at Davkas. So they're gonna swing again. 17, that does hit.
So who
Take 5 points of damage.
Who, me?
Yeah.
For goodness
Very
sake.
low. You're very low.
I'm on 2. God damn it.
Right. Annie,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay.
Okay, Annie.
It's the first time I heard the joke, I have to say.
Ha!
Well done. Congratulations for coming up with it.
Go on then.
So, Annie, what would you like to do with your turn?
Yes.
Oh.
You do have a heal, don't forget.
Yeah, probably that.
Save that for me, maybe.
She's in the same boat. She's almost dead.
You got Ed
I
just
haven't.
near you.
Yeah, but he isn't doing shit. He's just
Not,
standing
I mean,
there.
he's not yet, but he can go soon.
I'll heal myself and then I have another spell for you. What do I do?
Right. Well, what? Tell me what you do.
I want to heal myself.
Using.
Use what?
It should be. Is it your blessing? It's one of your spells.
Do
Is
you
it?
have a potion or is it a spell?
No, she has.
Yeah.
She has a spell. It's a healing word. Does that heal herself? Is
That
that?
only worked on other
Did
people.
that work?
No, healing word is fine. Right. Turn that off.
Yep.
I thought that was in game. I'm like, this is a weird choice for a tavern.
Right. Okay. So
Yes, you're pretty
healing-
right, this is going bad.
yeah, healing word is a bonus action, so
Yeah.
it's something you can do extra. It's a level 1 spell, so do you want to cast that
Yes.
on yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So who
Dale.
is that? Who is that?
It's Dale.
Dale. You're next.
Shit.
He's muted himself, I think.
You're going down.
Right.
What's going on?
Will you-
We could
Will
hear
you
whatever Formula One stuff you were watching.
Right. So
Hey, I'm in a tree. You can't hear this.
then get in the tree chat.
Fuck
but
you
I won't-
guys.
Did Dale come running, or did he stay at the tree?
He would be the closest one to the tavern, but
Oh.
It's up
oh,
there.
that's actually a fair point. Dale, can you roll initiative?
Fucking hell. And why?
I really don't know what I'm doing right now.
Hey!
I'm just standing there.
Well, we're still in a battle here, and it's not happening.
Everyone's kind of making their way towards the tavern, I think. But
No.
as that's happening,
Yeah,
there's
yes.
battles going on.
Well,
Me-
you guys decided to do that, but then you got jumped.
Why is everyone getting jumped?
Because they were waiting for us the whole time.
I'm not getting jumped. That's the problem.
Yeah, at the moment you're doing nothing.
The barbarian, the one who should be doing the shit.
Let me fight.
Right.
Hang on, what's happening with our battle here? Our battle just seemed to have took a mislead.
No. I'm trying to talk to Annie. Are you using your bonus action to do a healing word?
Yes.
Yes.
Ed, stop with that harmonica.
Blame Sammy.
Fine. So you heal yourself 60. You heal yourself 7 points. So I think that puts you back up to full.
11.
So you go
And
back
as
up.
Jabron laid there dying, Elros was playing his harmonica.
Okay.
That's also like a first level spell. So just mark one of your first level spells on your sheet that you've used it.
Like so? I think so.
Have you done that? Yes.
Yes.
Great. Alright, so now you have an action to do
Uh-huh.
things with, and you have 30 feet of movement. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Well, the goblins are still alive, right? So I am
yes,
going
they
to...
are.
Bup, 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 bup.
It could have
I get
been
the
that
feeling
they
this is a
died,
good moment for me
could
to
have died.
disappear for 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yes, that's fine.
But your wizard friend here is dying on the floor.
I'm a
gonna
human.
attack it with...
Sorry, Annie, could you say it again? Because people weren't being courteous and letting her speak on her turn.
I'm gonna attack... I assume I just can attack one?
You can. You're not in range. You'd need to be next to
Why?
one of them to attack.
Am I not
Well,
in range?
because you've got a melee weapon, so you need to be standing next to them to bash them. But you
One
can
quick
move.
question.
A range attack then, yeah? What?
Rusty. Why are they? How did they attack her from one step away? Even they have melee weapons, don't they?
You think. To be fair, you're right. They should be there.
Exactly. So now you can attack.
Yes, you
You
can.
don't need to move.
Okay, let's do that. With the
So-
Warhammer.
Warhammer, so if you could roll a Warhammer attack, please.
Yes. Hang on. Okay.
20 absolutely hits. So roll your Warhammer damage. Just click on the word Warhammer. Oh. You just click on the word Warhammer. No, Warhammer in the
I
chat.
did that
sorry.
already.
No, in the actual chat, like underneath the 20.
Okay.
Pardon?
Sorry.
Nice.
His last dying breath, he said,
KZ
KZ underscore.
No, right. So, Ansel,
It was a
Ansel.
cyborg.
Yes, yeah, I'm
yeah.
here, I'm here.
No, I was just explaining what you do. You swing your Warhammer straight into this goblin's fucking face, and it's just gone. It's dead.
Nice.
It's dead.
Very satisfying.
Right, so that one is actually the one that was about to go, so it means that Davkus gets to go now.
Yes! So is that me with the low health bar?
Yes.
So
Yes,
I
it
have a
is.
goblin next to me.
Yes, you do.
Yes! Time to pull out my short sword and touch spells on this bastard.
And what? Sorry.
I have close range spells. This
Dude, but if they're both actions, you can only do one of them.
this bastard's going down.
I'm yelling timber.
You
Right.
better move, you better dance.
Right, I can use a short sword and with my level 0 spells, can I not?
No.
Okay.
Because unless the spell is a bonus action.
How do I know if it's a bonus one?
On your spell sheet, it will say how long it takes to cast. So it will either have one action, one bonus action, a reaction, stuff like that. Like no, on the spell book I sent you.
Oh, hang on.
Yes.
think they're
Otherwise,
all.
because you only have one action and one bonus action per turn.
Damn, they're all one actions. God damn it!
So you can either attack with your sword, or
I think more likely I'm gonna just use. Hang on. What can we do? What's gonna be? Or do I just do an Ed and just fall away?
you would hit your companion. So you can do that range.
No.
Alright, what's gonna be best for me to use? Let's have a look.
If you like a bit of advice, I'd say Firebolt's not a bad option.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But it is up to you. So.
And once again, Davkas's voice in his head told him to use the firebolt.
Well, anything. I'm probably gonna fail this anyway. Let's go for it. Let's go for Firebolt.
So roll a Firebolt attack.
So I just click on in the tactic
Yes,
spellcasting,
yeah.
just click Firebolt.
Yeah, just click Firebolt. You roll a 12. That misses.
And it misses spectacularly.
I would maybe move.
How many movements? I have 30 feet of speed.
Yeah, each square represents 5 feet, so you can move 6 squares.
Okay. You can't go diagonal, can you? Or
Yes.
oh, you can.
If you go to the measuring tool, you can measure out that.
All right. The person to the left, is that my companion?
Yes, the one with the shield. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's do that.
That's cool. All right. It is now the goblin's turn. He is going to move to here
No.
and swing
I feel attacked.
and miss. Well, you
Yeah.
shouldn't feel attacked because he missed.
Woo!
He rolled a 16, which is too low. So now it is your turn again, Annie. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna attack him again with Warhammer. It worked
Go
fine
for
with
it.
the first one.
Go for it.
Since your wizard's useless, apparently.
Right, 18. That hits. Roll damage. It takes 7 points of damage, and it fucking hurt, but it's still standing.
God damn it. Okay.
This one's a stronger guy. Right.
That's bullshit. Rusticating is complete bullshit.
No, because when you roll an NPC's health for a battle, it rolls dice like you do, so it could have really low health or really high health. Like the two that you encountered rolled really shit on their health, but this one didn't. So it is now Davkas's turn.
Yeah. Right. So he is 10 feet away from me.
Yes, he is.
Right.
He
Well,
is looking pretty rough.
he's looking pretty rough, is he?
Oh yeah.
It was a heavy night.
Well, no, and he sort of hit him in the sort of mid chest. And
Yeah.
like it sort of concaved in a little bit, but and he's like.
Right. So,
So stick your thumbs in his eyes.
I believe my magic missile is a one target thing in it.
No, you can target multiple targets with it, but it is a first level spell.
Oh yeah, I think I've only got one.
One more of those.
Yeah, I've got one more point at the moment. Yeah, because I used my first one after I slept. So
Jabran,
I'm praying that I live.
right, I'm going to.
I was going to cut back to you already, but Ed decided to leave.
Right, I'm going to use. Let's try again for my firebolt on this son of a bitch.
You'll have to move to him first.
What?
Oh, charisma. Hey.
No, fireball is a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can-
picking up some ladies' dale from the tree.
So.
I've gone insane and I'm talking to twigs.
So just click my firebolt spell again.
Yeah, try again.
Oh, for fuck's
Miss.
Oh, my, this wizard is useless.
Goblin is going to try and swing again. And misses with a 6.
Oh my god.
This guy is just terrible.
I'm
It's a
useless.
drunk battle. It's basically a drunk battle.
Ansel, it is your turn again. What would you like to do?
I'm going to be super boring and just attack with a warhammer again.
Why would you do anything else? It's working pretty well for you.
Right?
That definitely
Right?
fucking hits. Roll your damage.
Yeah.
7. Wrecked.
Sounds like you're remembering your history, Perseus.
What
Yeah, I'm
bang,
just reliving my
dead.
life. Just reliving my life.
Yeah, flashbacks of being born and being a child, and then
My life flashes before my eyes.
And
being
moving
the
from the
woman you love at
stables-
home.
Right.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Guys. Moving from the stables, I'm just gonna move you to here because you're done for now.
Persis, you're so dramatic.
Back
Stop.
in.
I have
Right.
1 hit point.
To be fair,
Well,
Who are those other 2 characters?
those what?
The other 2 characters on the sheet.
Ed and Jabra.
Alright, okay.
I'm
That's
now
fine.
gonna grab Dale because at this point he would have had time to.
Oh, God bless you, man.
Durin, you come over here.
Oh.
So you have landed, like you've heard this explosion, so I'm assuming you got down from the tree.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I'm staying there.
no one has seen
Right.
me yet.
Before I get down, can I use a perception before I like leap
You
down?
can. He knows the game.
I ain't leaping down. I'm fucking safe in the tree.
Right, so yes, roll a perception please, Dale. Alright. Okay.
Is there like any like goblins waiting for me?
There is absolutely a goblin waiting for you. Fuck, he knew! He knew!
Get
You
out of
see
there. Get
a
out.
goblin, you see a goblin sneaking up to your tree. He doesn't know
Right.
you're up there. He's trying to claim it himself.
Right.
So
Wait,
what
one
do you
second.
do?
Quick second. Can we get a dexterity to see if he falls or not?
What? I'm already up the tree.
Not Dale. The goblin. He's trying to climb up the tree, isn't he? What if he falls and
Okay,
dies and
so
we knock out?
well, it depends. It depends. Are you gonna wait for him to try and climb the tree?
No, I'm not.
Oh!
It's so funny.
Right,
Just
this
because-
is
just
what's
for
gonna
the
go
shits and
down. It's
giggles,
gonna
I will
go
roll.
either horribly wrong or
yeah.
it's gonna be
Right,
amazing.
okay. He would have succeeded the climb, so
That's
don't worry
bullshit.
about that.
Thank God we haven't done that.
Yeah, so you drop down. You literally land right in front of him. You have surprise. He's fucking shit scared. You get a free attack. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Give this Nancy a good kicking.
Can I use my sneak attack and something else?
You automatically get sneak attack because this guy's surprised as fuck.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna
Right.
fucking
Okay.
short
So
sword him straight
the
in
way
the
your
face.
sneak attack works is if you attack an enemy with advantage, or they didn't know you were there, you get the sneak attack damage on top of your damage.
If you land it.
Yeah. Yeah. You also roll these attacks with advantage. This guy is probably gonna regret this. So right. So you're gonna roll to attack with your short sword.
Oh fuck me.
You missed. You missed.
It's fine. It's fine. 'Cause I've got a dagger in the other hand, and I'm doing like a spin. I'm spinning around like a crazed man.
You actually.
You miss
right, so
again.
no, you do miss again.
I just want to
Dale,
keep spinning around in
roll it.
circles. I'm
Yes,
just spinning
keep
around in
it, bro.
circles.
No,
There we go.
no,
There we go.
no.
There we go.
Stop it. Dale,
All right,
stop it.
all right.
Roll initiative.
What?
Answer me so I know it's
Sorry.
I'm just gonna say it. You're fucking tied. So you both roll a dexterity check to see who goes first.
You have high dexterity. Good luck.
Could you roll a dexterity, please? Okay. Dale,
ran
you
away.
go first.
Oh wow! I actually get to go first.
He rolled a 4 on his dexterity.
Okay, don't
Right,
miss
so-
this time.
Right.
It's like terrible.
This is now proper turn. So you don't get advantage on this attack. Your knees weak, your arms are heavy. There's vomit on your sweater or mask.
I'm gonna do a
What
short
are you
sword.
doing? You miss.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
What are you
Get up
doing
on-
with the rest of your turn? Are you
Get
going
up
to
on
try
the
an offhand
tree
attack
and
again?
Stay there.
What? How many turns do I get?
Well, that was a surprise round, so that was a bonus turn. Now you're in initiative, so you can now use like a bonus action again, so you could try an offhand attack again.
Bliss, Dale. Bliss.
Can I not short sword him again?
No, because that would be another action. Like it's a bonus action to
Oh,
try the
okay.
offhand attack, so you get an action and a bonus action per turn. You get what I mean? That hits.
There you go.
That
Hooray!
hits.
Finally,
Roll the damage.
God damn.
Roll the damage. Just click on the word dagger in the chat.
Fuck.
Hooray!
Oh, that slash.
Touched
Right.
him on the side of his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Ah.
You now have your 30 feet of movement.
Get out of there, Dale. Get out of there, Dale.
I'm just gonna. You know what?
Just
You
gonna
know
point
what?
out you are 50 feet or so away from the tavern, so
Make your way
Oh.
downtown. Walking
Oh, is
past,
it
and you're homebound.
is the tavern all the way down here?
yeah. That's as a representation. I'm just gonna say like I'll keep like because obviously this is sort of like a small put together area. If you say you're moving towards the tavern a certain amount of distance, I will just mark it down and you've moved that much closer.
Right. How far can the goblins move?
You don't know that.
That's
Right.
bullshit.
Okay. You know
Can
what?
you
I'm
run a
just gonna.
perception check and then move?
I'm just gonna
He's already
run
used his
around him.
You're
Like
going to
that.
sort of duck round him, okay? So you're now
Yeah, I'm
behind
just gonna
him.
run around him.
So you're now behind him. It's his
Yeah.
turn. He spins. Because he's not an idiot.
You didn't tell me where I pierced him. I could have pierced him in his eye. All right.
You didn't get him in the eye. Not with that roll.
He wasn't talking about the ones on his head.
Right, what's your armor class, mate?
My armor class is 14.
He misses
Oh, lucky bitch.
with a 13. It is now your turn again, Dale.
Hooray! Fucking drench myself in oil and set myself on fire.
I'm assuming that's a joke.
This guy, all right, we're both going down. No joking.
Right.
Whoever these people are here, we're just gonna turn around and just see like a halfling on fire attacking the goblin.
They're not actually dead.
I don't know. I can't see shit because I'm dying. Just in the corner of the tavern.
Just hear a shriek and they just. Right now,
We've got to go save that woman.
Right. I'm gonna short sword him again.
Alright.
Bliss, Dale.
I
You
miss.
miss.
Fucking hell.
What is
Are
going
you
on?
blind?
There you go. There you go.
I'm just
You
waiting for the
missed
townspeople
again.
to come
You
and
missed
watch
again.
and eat popcorn.
Yeah, to be fair. It's almost like a show. No one's
Yeah, it's
literally
like-
hitting each other.
This is just a play. It's not even real, alright? Me and this goblin were just friends. I knew him from school and we're just pretending to fight so no one dies.
Cool.
Then
Right.
you go around.
I'm just gonna pause this for a second. You guys said you were in the town, yeah?
Who are you talking to? Me and
Talking to us, I
Arian?
think.
Yeah. Yes.
We
Yeah,
were
we
basically
did.
standing outside the tavern at this point, really.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So
Basically,
you'll
we
get,
were.
yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get into the tavern. You'd see these two having a fight. What would you be doing? Where
Well,
would you go?
I mean, the way it happens is, first of all, I sort of like creep up to the door, I sort of like bring it open, just so it's ajar, and then I just ask Elros if he's worked out whether the goblins are gay or not. And then once he confirms that, then as you know, if Perseus is willing to admit he's gay, then I'll heal him.
Question,
Legit
Rusty.
over here.
Yeah.
Do we come as they are fighting or after?
They're still fighting.
So tell you what, why don't you all... Okay, meta gaming.
Um,
Aldrich, why don't you go help him and Tyrion, can you come save me,
I
please?
would be technically bursting the door and rushing to.
Yeah, he's
What
gonna
I
go
do.
in and fuck shit up,
No, but
guys.
before y'all come here, you'll see a fight going on. So it's safe to assume that Ed did this huge spell. You'd hope it damaged someone, you know?
I'm a barbarian. I don't know anything about spells.
Yeah, so go help Dave. You're just looking for a fight, aren't you? You see a fight
Hello,
going on.
I
sorry.
don't
Go
see
fuck 'em
Dale. I don't
Can I,
see
can I
Dale
just get
fighting.
one?
I see
Can I just
you
get a
fight.
couple of things real clear?
Guys, yeah.
Am I go?
Tyrion?
No. I wanted to. So out of the fight that was happening inside the tavern,
Yes.
do we still have any foes in there?
You don't know.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair.
Sorry, what did I miss in the last 10 minutes?
Elros, I have a
Everything
confession
the
to
best.
make. I am the worst
You
wizard
missed-
going.
And you
What
missed.
happened?
I
You
missed
Durin,
I missed 2 spells.
and Durin missed 5 shots in a row.
5? But
Yeah.
Okay, Rusty.
I killed 2 goblins.
Right, okay,
Nice.
just to recap, Elros. Oh, someone dropped.
Dale.
Who dropped? Who dropped?
Dale and me came
I
back.
was jumping in and out.
That's cool. Right.
Can't hear-
As your fight happened, you signaled your party members with the thunder wave.
I did.
At the same time, the wizard and the
Cleric,
cleric
yeah.
were jumped at the tavern.
No.
And the
Oh yeah,
stables.
just outside tavern, yeah.
Jabran, stop moving yourself because it's actually important now.
Okay, so they were at the stables. They got jumped at the stables.
They won their fight, just about.
I,
Who was at the
I,
stables?
I was like the worst wizard
Uh,
ever.
It was Davkas and
Ansel.
Ansil.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, Dale, sorry, Durin was in his tree. He spotted a goblin trying to climb up in the tree. He
We've
jumped
been
down.
fighting for about
They
5
started.
nights.
Yeah, they've tried to fight, and they just keep missing, both of them. And now, the other, the barbarian and the monk have arrived, and are just outside the tavern, and they're now deciding where they're going.
Okay.
Well, have I got any clue that Dale is fighting someone?
You would see
Oh,
it.
I mean, we could hear a right ruckus in there. Maybe you should burst the door down, Aldrich.
I don't know because
Bearing in mind that I'm still by the tree and not nearish to the town.
Can we roll a perception on this and see what we can see going on inside the
Okay.
tavern? From
Sure.
just what?
Well,
our
isn't the
instant
tavern
knowledge?
isn't the tavern destroyed partially?
No. So you guys have chosen to go into the tavern.
just roll a perception to see what we see on the outside
Oh,
of the
okay.
tavern, and if we see much, I burst in.
There he is.
20. Right. You natural 20. You see Dale's and this goblin's fight from the 60 or so feet it is. You see that happening, and you know that's where he was supposed to be. Aldrich, you don't see that.
Okay, I don't see that. I burst into the tavern.
All right.
Well, I don't see it, so I don't know.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what is it I saw?
You saw their fight from the 60 feet away you are.
Okay.
So you can now communicate with your friend.
You got
Aldrich,
60 you got
Aldrich,
60.
I see a fight happening inside. Quick, burst the door down for me, and we'll charge in there and save our friends.
You
You're
saw a
telling
fight
me-
going on there, you're still bursting into the tavern.
You're telling me to burst into the tavern, but you see Dale fight.
He can say
he's
what
on
he likes.
he's on fire, and they keep missing each other, don't they? So
Yeah.
if they miss each other, then surely it's just going to be a standoff. We can quickly heal. We can heal our party member, who's I can see blood coming out of his neck. Oh my god, it's going everywhere. The tavern is getting ruined. Quick, we've got to get in there.
Well,
But
you're the
you can
boss.
just walk in.
No, I burst the door.
Roll a strength check.
The door then goes straight off into Jabran and kills him.
Test your strength on that door, my barbarian friend.
Roll a
natural
strength.
strength?
Yes. Yeah.
If
roll
it's a
strength
really
check.
low strength,
No.
I want the door to
Roll
kill him.
athletics.
Athletics.
Oh wow, is the door gonna go backwards and smack him in the face and take 2 hit points?
No, he does smack it. It does nearly come off the hinges, but it didn't.
Fair
Not with a
enough.
12. So
That's a strong door. Well,
Must
okay,
be a
so-
lock-in.
So, right, you guys come in, and what you see is the Elros, who's sort of like exhilarated because he fucking just fucked up 2 guys, who you can see remnants of. Like,
We're still outside the door, though, aren't we?
no,
No,
you
you're
just busted in.
No, you've busted
You
in.
said, you said you couldn't break the door.
No, he said no. The door didn't come off the hinges. It still opened.
Oh, it did
It wasn't
open.
locked.
Right, I'm sorry.
It
I
wasn't
didn't.
locked.
I thought you meant it didn't budge. Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
it's to be a bit more theatrical. Damn it.
Are y'all done with the damn dramatics? Can one of you please save me?
So yeah, you see,
No,
you see
Jabran.
No, you see Perseus, who's looking fucked up, man. Like he's on his feet, but just.
Can I get a drink around here?
So yeah, that is what you see.
Is there any enemy I see?
You don't see any enemies. No.
Because I can't help him. I'm a barbarian.
I'm gonna run
You not
towards.
see-
I run towards Perseus, and I tend to his wounds.
Okay.
God bless you, man.
Okay.
Just to actually heal him anyway. Do you have anything to actually heal him with?
Oh, certainly do. Tyrion reaches into his backpack and pulls out a healer's kit.
Okay.
He then starts using said healer's kit.
No.
Roll him.
On himself.
Although he takes a second thought as he looks at his herbalism kit and decides which one to use. So for this, we're gonna have to use.
Oh wait! I have a potion of healing. How many health points does that heal? Hold up, guys.
A potion of healing heals 2d4 plus 2, which I roll for you. I roll it for you if you want to.
Okay.
Numbers.
What is your name? Tyrion. Fuck that. I have a healing potion.
Look, you haven't got time to talk. This is in the middle of my turn, and the doctor has got to operate, okay?
No,
Operate.
no.
You're going into cardiac arrest. You need to stay calm.
From the blood loss, you're passing out.
Listen to my voice. We're going to get you through this.
No.
Just bite down on this wooden spoon for me.
Let me just put my
And
hand inside
He
your
does
chest and help
a
you.
medicine roll.
Roll a medicine check. Okay. Right. Do you know that
Dr.
your medicine-
Tyrion.
Right. No. Okay. You know your medicine. You know your healer's kit is supposed to bring people back who are unconscious and dying. Has no effect on people who are actually still conscious.
I didn't know that.
What you do
Well,
now?
yeah, you do.
I
Yeah, you do.
didn't finish my degree at the Monkey University. I was a dropout, okay? My backstory's suddenly coming out in the open for everyone to know.
You were called out to help this band of weirdos before you could finish with your degree.
True.
Dad,
Right.
please have my healing potion.
Yes. You take your healing potion. Have you removed it from your inventory?
Let me do that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Potion of healing.
Give it to Tyrion.
Boom. Take this 50 feet hemp. Oh, 5 points. I can live with that, man.
Right. And that is where I'm going to pause that bit and go back to the fight.
So that puts me at 6, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
alive.
Okay. It is now Dale's turn again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dale,
Let's
what
do
would
it.
you like to do?
Right, I'm definitely not gonna short sword him. All right, that's I'm joking.
You hit him! You hit him!
Yeah.
Roll damage!
Finally.
You fuck him up with 6 points of damage, but he's still on his feet.
Doesn't that make it 7 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right,
You have-
and then with my second attack, I'm gonna do my offhand dagger.
Offhand attack.
Oh!
That hits. Roll damage.
Wow.
Can he just have a dagger in his eye?
What was it?
No.
Drawing
You know
Points
what?
for
You
that.
rolled a 20, yeah. You get a dagger in his eye. You lose the dagger because he jumps back from you, and it's stuck in his eye. And he's now there. Oh, no, there. He's there, and still alive.
Right. Okay.
It's now his turn. He'll step back. Right, first, he's going to use a bonus action to pull that dagger out of his eye and throw it on the ground. And now he's going to move back in and try and slash you with a scimitar. Would you roll
dodge.
that? No, you don't.
14. 14.
Yeah, but you have to
You
have
do.
you have to have his perception because he's got one eye.
Yeah.
You've got to have his roll.
That's a
No.
good point.
I will roll with disadvantage, and he still hits because he rolled really well. You take 3 points of slashing damage.
Am I the only one who's had any fucking luck in this round?
Yes.
Apparently so.
I
yeah.
know. Had good luck as well.
I just
Yeah.
had to burst the door.
2 goblins.
Well,
Yeah, that's your Ansel's done well.
yeah, cleric's done
So,
well.
right,
High
have
five.
you take?
High five.
Yeah. Have you taken your 3 points of damage?
Yeah, taking them off. Yeah.
Right. It's now your turn.
Bless
Your
you.
dagger
Enough
is
of
on
this
the
fucking
floor.
guy.
Your
Right.
dagger is on the floor.
I've got a second dagger though.
You do? So you pull that dagger out?
Dagger out, and I'm gonna short sword him straight in the fucking face again.
Yeah, go for it.
Avada Kedavra!
That
And I
misses.
do 7 damage.
God.
What?
Oh,
It
that's
misses.
This is
Right.
actually hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna dagger him again.
Yep, of course you are. That hits. Roll
Okay,
damage.
finally.
Ooh.
3. Come on,
With
he has to be
that-
dead now.
With that, you plunge it into his chest, and his life finally gives out.
Aw,
When you
well,
finally kill him.
And now his friend comes.
good for you.
No, he's just on the floor, dead,
Before,
with your
Before,
dagger still in his chest.
can I pick up my other dagger?
Yes, of course you can.
And
We-
see if he soiled himself.
Yeah.
It appears he soiled himself.
Can I loot this goblin's body?
Roll an investigation
Feculence,
check.
I forgot that. Damn it.
Oh, yes, you did. You forgot to do that.
But they're still laying around, so you know.
They are.
They are.
Arr.
Are.
Now you do a good
Look
roll.
at that, what a great roll.
Yeah. You find 3 gold pieces, because these are goblins. They're not rich.
How many gold pieces?
3.
Okay.
You find a fairly nice looking dagger.
And a ruby encrusted sword
No,
and crown.
it's a dagger
How-
of +1 damage. So when you roll with it, you do 1 more to hit and 1 more damage. So it'd
I
be pretty
didn't
good
check
for
the
your
2 I killed.
Because they're not
Yes,
existing
nice.
anymore.
pause and back in. If you want to have done that in that time, you can. Because
Sure, I
no,
did that.
their heads blew up. Is what
Oh.
happened. Like,
Okay.
the ringing of energy in their heads blew up, but their bodies are still there.
So yeah, their pockets are fine.
Oh yes.
Elros,
Oh,
can
yeah.
I search one
The
of them?
buckets are full.
Now, so I get a dagger
Roll-
+1 damage, right?
Yes,
Nice.
you do.
Right.
It's up to you to remember that.
I've written it down in my inventory, anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My equipment.
Right.
Can I carry the goblin's body back?
I mean, you can.
As evidence.
That's what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm bringing the
So-
souvenir.
So you're walking up to the tavern. At this point, I'd say you've pussyfooted around enough for the cleric and the wizard to have caught up with you and watched you get the kill, but not the rest of it. So you just saw this badass Durin just stab once and he just fell off.
Basically, they think you're amazing, whereas
Yeah,
we
they-
all know you suck.
No one saw that shocking display.
When-
So,
when-
Oh,
Meta
really? Okay,
gamers.
right.
Yeah.
You just style it off, mate.
So now I can make up some massive backstory, being
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh
you
yeah,
absolutely
he was
can,
the
you
king.
absolutely can.
Yeah, exactly,
Why
mate.
is
I
it
did
face
one
so
blow.
red? Embarrassment.
Bearing in mind that I'm bleeding all over right now. Someone help me.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I'm
Right.
dying here as
But
well.
you're still swaggering about with a bit of arrogance. Yeah, took it down at 1 blow. Should we get you to a doctor?
No.
Right, so, Elros,
Yes.
roll an investigation check.
Elros. Elros.
What did
Okay,
I get?
So you get
I'm
a few silver pieces, so 3.
3 silver.
And a shitty dagger.
What's S? Where in here it says copper piece of silver, so that's 3.
Silver.
Silver.
At the
silver.
bottom, yeah.
Okay.
You
And what else did I find? Sorry.
You don't even find the will to live. You die on the spot.
All right.
No, you don't find anything. You're too
Ah.
distracted with the fact you nearly died.
But also,
enough.
also kind of welling in the fact that I killed them both in a single blow,
Yeah.
And I didn't get any shit.
and you didn't get shit.
All right.
Can I do anything to heal, or have I wasted my turn now?
You can't heal.
mean,
But I've got a healing potion. Can
He
I give that?
found
To...
a healing potion.
Oh, okay.
He did.
Okay, or does Perseus have something else that can heal himself?
I used one healing potion, but I'm only up to 6 healing points.
Okay,
I had like
at this
6
point, these 3 run in. So you're all finally as a party.
Oh, good.
You all in varying stages of fucked up.
more. Took
Okay.
you guys long
Well, I'm
enough.
fine.
I'm
You're
not.
fine.
They missed me. I killed them both without them touching me.
Yeah.
You just could go on alone.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I feel like I could take on the whole empire myself. I'm gonna probably just go, is everyone all right?
Nope. I'm dying here.
Who requires a healing potion?
Me. Well, I've got a cleric.
Or a healing spell.
At this
Yeah.
point,
Can my dear cleric heal
Could I,
me?
could I run up to the bartender, grab him by the collar, and ask him what the fuck
you
was that?
can't
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
because you just. I was literally just about to say he leaps into the back room and is trying to leave.
Oh,
quickly.
okay, so quickly, who's fast? Someone sprint after him and grab him.
The rogue.
I'm gonna
Rogue,
run off.
go.
Okay. The halfling can't take him alone. I'll go with him.
Okay,
Okay, both of you roll dexterity checks to leap over the desk, Dukes of Hazzard style.
there's nothing I can do with magic.
What if I
just
want to
fuck.
run around it? I don't want to jump over it.
So,
Okay, so you're slower.
and Perseus?
So Perseus is about 10 foot behind
There
you.
you
Oh, so you did leap. You did
Yeah,
leap.
yeah.
You both do it, Dukes of Hazzard style, all the way over, and you keep running. It looks super cool.
Nice.
So
You guys are awesome.
They're
Yeah,
putting their
do it.
shades.
Durin is slightly ahead of you. And he's just throwing things down behind you. Roll another dexterity check.
I'm gonna get hit in the face and die. I can feel it already.
Can we try and cut him
Oh,
off?
you absolutely can. Is that what you're trying to do?
Okay, so
I
should
think
the
you all
rest
should heal up.
Well, I've got enough health, so should the rest of us?
Yeah,
try and-
if Felrith wants to
fucking
do
knew
it, let
this.
him do it.
I fucking knew it.
What the fuck?
What? Oh,
A
God.
20 and a 1 on the same check.
Oh my god.
Huh.
This game hates me.
Right, so, Durin, as everything's flying at you, you go fucking Matrix Neo style and dodge everything, and you actually end up, like, getting super close to him. Unfortunately, Perseus is still a little bit groggy and gets smacked by a few flagons that have been thrown, and you're just on the floor. You're on the floor.
I'm gonna play it off that I'm drunk.
I mean, yeah, like, you've just been... You're on the floor, and that's it. You're out of this run.
Okay. So whilst Durin's chasing him, is there any chance I can, while he's doing that, I can try and cut him off round somewhere
You
else?
can. Go for it.
Okay.
Where you
Well, I'm
going?
going to try and cut him off round where the exit of that thing is.
Well, so you only know
Shouldn't Aldrich
the
do
main
that because
exit.
he can make a map?
Can I shout to Scar because he knows everything about this town already?
Yeah.
Scar, where's the exit? Oh, Aldrich, where's the exit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This
Doesn't
plan has
know
gone
the-
badly.
Doesn't know the intricate workings. You'd assume he's running towards a back exit.
Okay.
So
So I try and head him off at the back exit.
you would.
Classic tips.
Is
Go
it-
for the back. Yeah.
When we are at it, I'm following him. Just
Yeah,
I
just
don't
wait.
know. Is the back exit round here?
Go. I mean, if that's where you guys go.
Well, if that's the back exit, I don't know where the back exit is, but I'm
Well,
trying to.
no.
Yeah.
But what you do is you run out the front and you probably sort of try and loop round the building.
Yeah, sure. That's what we're doing.
So
Yeah.
we'll say that the blue line is the building. So
Okay.
you guys would have got to like about there,
Okay.
with Elros slightly ahead.
Okay.
At this point, you're getting here. The guy, the bartender, who I'm actually just gonna
Make a
I
dot
don't
for
have
him.
yeah.
Just make a little square or something for him.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The bartender's
dead, mate.
human,
Shut up.
isn't he?
Sorry.
Well, sorry.
The bartender's human, isn't he?
He is.
How is he so fast?
He's
Because
about as
it-
fast as everyone else.
Because we're not screwed up. He's not screwed up
Yeah.
like the rest
Yeah,
of
but
us.
Durin is faster than him. He should have
should
caught
be.
up by now.
Why
What
is he
race?
faster
What
than
race is Durin?
Halfling.
So,
So
he
he's
moves
only a
25
midget.
feet. He moves 25 feet when not.
Oh, how do you say his own image? Yeah.
Why did we send him was the fastest?
No, you just assumed he was.
He's a rogue.
You'd assume, but never mind. Continue.
Can I shoot a short bow at his leg?
I don't know. Can you, dwarf?
So
Yeah,
what's
go for it.
sorry? What's happening right now?
Roll.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Roll a short. He's at this point. He's matrixing the shit out of it. He's gone for his short bow. He's while still avoiding everything, and now he's gonna fire.
And the blue.
And he's gonna miss.
The blue square
blue-
is the barkeep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Durin, go
alright.
for it, but don't kill him.
I'd say that would hit a regular townsfolk. So, roll for damage.
Oh God.
But we hit
Oh,
his
no.
foot, didn't
Don't
we?
kill him.
We went for the foot.
Yeah, I only want to hit his leg.
Yeah, but you still roll damage.
Oh God.
You still got
He
to.
hits the sign on the wall behind him, and
Four.
it falls off the wall and
Ah.
slides down and hits him on the side of the
Right.
head, knocks him
It goes
unconscious.
straight through his leg, and he just topples. And he's
Arrow
on
to
the
the
floor.
knee.
That's right. At this point,
I hope to
He's
God he
act-
wasn't just scared.
at this point, he would have. Oh, come on! I want to click this. Yeah, please. Oh fucking hell! Roll 20's great. There we go.
Always.
At this point, he's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. At that point, okay. So you guys would have got to about here.
Okay, and we've
This
heard.
time. Yeah. Right. The door.
Oh, I deleted my guy.
Oh well.
Oh god.
GG.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, and that's the end of the session, guys. Durin somehow died.
Right. 1 second, I'll
There's
grab
Stacey
him
back.
End of the
again.
session
No.
for doing.
That's called invisibility.
Right. Oh my God, Durin's invisible now.
Oh no! Alright, so copy and bring him back because he's an idiot. Right, so yep, and paste. Here you are. That's the exit he was going for there. So you now are in, and yeah, he is bleeding pretty heavily, but he's still alive.
Okay, so now, Durin, can you just put some? I don't know. Hang on. One of you
I'm gonna-
hold a knife near him. One of you put pressure on the wound. And
I was gonna
I'll
say,
ask
I'm
you some
gonna,
questions.
I want to wrap some rope around his leg.
Go for it. Yeah, that's fine. That's nothing.
If you need someone to talk to him, I mean, yeah.
So okay, right. Aldrich, you're with me, right? So can you just hold a knife to his throat?
Okay, I don't have a knife. I've got a great sword.
Okay, just hold the great sword like near him in a threatening way.
Right. I'm assuming that you guys would have set like calls for your group to come.
Yeah, everyone else is kind of coming to join. Guys, we've got him.
We
I'll
kind
go
of
there.
follow.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I can't move because I'm knocked out.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Can one of you go and help out Perseus?
No.
I'll deal with this tavern wench.
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 Sorry, I meant foe, but I said
Did
wench.
Did Perseus lose hit points? No, right?
Was that a Freudian
No.
slip there, man?
I'm just
It might have
unconscious.
been.
Is
Just
that
come
what you
to me
really
with
want?
the bottle of beer and I'll be fine.
Okay, right. So I asked
Right.
the.
For the sake of brevity, you're awake. Somebody woke you up. You've got a beer. You're with the rest of the team.
Okay, great. I now
So-
ask the currently injured and on the floor barkeep. Do you mind telling me what the
Who's-
hell that was all about?
Who's bleeding out quite profusely.
Is
No,
the rope not doing anything to help?
It might be helping a little bit, but
Anyone has a healer? Who's the healer?
I've got
I
healing
have cure
potion.
wound.
Can
Okay, you
just, like...
cure wound.
Yeah.
But hang on.
you-
I'll
cure
tell him,
wounds
look,
is
mate,
a
we'll
spell.
cure your wound up if you tell us some stuff, because that isn't all right what you just did to us back there. I'm sorry that we shot you, but you ran.
right, okay. I'd like you to roll an intimidation check.
Are you making him talk before we heal him?
I'm gonna
Oh,
roll
yeah.
one as well because I'm just standing there. So I'm intimidating.
Right. I'm gonna be nice and say you have advantage in this situation.
Okay.
So 14,
Well, he's the one with the arrow in his
14 and
leg.
21. Yeah, I'd say yeah, he's pretty fucking freaked out. So, I'm sorry, but they were gonna take my daughter too. They arrived like 2 hours before you did.
I fucking knew it.
Ansel, heal his wounds.
Yes.
Right, we let him up because I don't blame him for that. I'd have done the same thing. We can't
Right,
we
he
can't
looks-
blame him.
He looks much better now.
Right, that's good.
So, I'd
So-
imagine at this point you probably move into the more spacious area and
Sure, we take him back
properly
into the
talk.
main bit. I
Yeah.
buy him a drink.
from
I'm
his own
still,
establishment.
I'm still not trusting him. So even if
that's fine.
I don't have my great sword out, I'm still having my hand on the hilt and ready to decapitate him if he.
Good stuff. Good, always be
Good
vigilant.
shit.
Okay, right.
So you've got
Still
to
need
this
to be
area.
healed.
Yeah, no, your
I
character's
need to
done
be
it.
healed.
Oh yeah, well.
I need to be healed as well,
Yeah.
but you know.
At this point, I'd say you could take a short rest while you're talking, which means you could roll your hit dice, which you've never done.
How do you do that?
if you go to your character sheets, guys,
Mhm.
you'll and look under your temporary hit points, you will have a hit dice.
Yeah.
It will say what
Total
dice you roll for that.
1d6.
1d8.
1d6.
So just click hit dice.
1d10.
You rolled a 1 plus 2, so you heal 3 hit points, Jabran.
No, I
didn't need
rolled a
to do it.
3.
Ignore
You
me.
did.
Sorry, I
So,
didn't need to do that.
like, you add your Constitution modifier to that roll, so you rolled the lowest you could roll plus 2.
So I add 3 hit points to my
You
character.
do. You add whatever you roll, and then you expend that. You expend that until you finish a long rest, and that's when you get those back.
So I healed 2 then.
You do.
What do I get, Rusty? Because I'm at full health.
You don't need to use it. It's not. You don't have to use it. It's up to you if you want to use it.
I don't get like a temporary hit point boost for being such an awesome
No.
roller there.
No, you do not.
Does that mean because I've got 6, I heal myself by 6?
Yes.
Ooh.
I have a question. I
Hello?
used Cure Wounds. Do I have to subtract another first level spell?
You do. You do.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go shortly, I'm afraid.
This is the wrap-up point right here.
Oh right, okay.
You are now in
Perfect.
this area to talk to the barkeep after what happened.
Ah,
And
that's
to-
the cliffhanger, is it?
That's the cliffhanger.
Oh, that's great. This is
So-
great. I love this.
Yeah, this is really cool.
This has been
I feel-
so much fun.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
this session has gone better in regards to people talking, which is
Oh,
what
I think
Definitely.
you've had a bit more order with how it should work.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like everyone's actually got involved. Which is
Things can only get better.
better.
Can only get better.
Lined up.
We're
We're
the
we're
barkeep.
fine.
Alright,
Great.
so yeah,
Good stuff.
That is where we'll call the session tonight, guys. I hope
Oh,
you
I'm
enjoyed.
excited. Thanks very much, Rusty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So
Are
Thank you
we-
very
as-
much.
just as a rounding off bit, I will drag you guys back to.
Are we, what, next session? What are we doing for it?
Were we thinking Thursday, maybe?
Yeah.
I
No,
was
not
I was thinking Thursday as maybe a new day for it. I'm not sure
Oh.
about that. I can't do 2 sessions a week right now because I'm writing my deadlines. Is the thing.
Oh, I see. Right.
So, but I'd love to do more than 1 session a week if people can, but it's whether they can or not.
Mm.
That's the thing. Is there's quite a few of us to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So
kind
Well,
we
'cause,
may have to
uh,
have some people sitting out on some sessions further down the line. Maybe. Who knows? We'll
which,
see.
I mean, that's
It's nicer
not a
to have us
problem.
all together.
Yeah.
Well, it would be,
Yeah.
but
And for-
life happens. is the thing.
Exactly. That's true. It's going to be unavoidable at points.
But we did well
Next time,
tonight.
maybe.
You know, nice turnout.
Although I
considering-
missed out on a good hour and a bit of last time, and like you guys are very good at just going, "Oh, by the way, this happened."
Mm.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna punish someone who lets me know that they can't be there.
Yeah.
Because life is a thing.
Sure.
I'd prefer a bit of notice because if I'm sort of planning a session which could involve quite a bit of your character and backstory,
Then
And
it's
then
a bit
you
annoying
say-
to have you leaving
yeah.
halfway through. Yeah.
Unless
or, no,
it's
or you saying like 5 minutes before I start, oh,
Oh,
I'm not there,
well,
like,
unless something drastic happens that you literally just found out. Obviously.
that's
Lovely.
That's a different
Thank you
thing.
for
That's,
calling.
Yeah.
that's,
So
that's
say
an absolutely different
unless
thing.
something like urgent props up, then
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's like obviously that's kind of thing, but
Right.
just as much notice as you can give if you know you can't be there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but I feel like this session was fun, even if
It was
short.
great.
You,
It
got,
was,
you
yeah.
got a bit of combat, which is fun.
Definitely.
I really wanted you to have some combat this time.
Currently,
Yeah.
I think Dale's managed to redeem himself
Yeah,
right at the end.
with the Matrix movement.
Yeah, with
and
the
that shot.
matrixing followed by the bow and arrow to the leg. And then I think that Annie and I have done a satisfactory job with getting our kills up. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
currently
Definitely.
we're totting up. We're probably you and I are gonna have a bit of a competition to see who can kill
Yeah,
the most.
if you want to keep
goblins.
track
I'm
of your
excited for
kills,
that.
if you want to keep track of your kills, you're absolutely welcome.
Okay, Annie and I are
Okay.
probably gonna have a friendly friendly banter session.
Um,
Wizard-
Friendly? Who said friendly?
Oh,
Rust,
Oh,
Rust,
fine.
Rusty,
Should we put a bit of gold on it then? We'll do this
Ru-
next time.
Rusty, what about the XP points from the kills?
I will assign.
I'm
them
actually wanting to make this a thing.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
Let's totally do this.
Just because I know that Ed needs to leave,
I do.
will tally up how many you killed, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break it down so either everyone gets equal experience. I
Great.
know that that's not what everyone does. Like some people do awarded based on kills, but I
We
feel
might as well
like
have
then the
everyone
part-
level up together.
Yeah, the party
Yeah.
can drift out if that happens. So I'm just gonna be tallying it up and dividing it equally.
That's
If you
fine
were
by me.
if you were kind of
Yeah, sure.
if you were participating in a fight.
if you were in the session and
Yeah.
participated at least somewhat, you will get that experience.
Why not just divide the experience based on combat situations? So like, let's say people who didn't have to fight don't get experience because they didn't do
That's
anything.
that's the thing. But everybody this time did at least get involved in a bit
Yeah.
of fighting.
Yeah.
No.
Why get more XP?
You
Because I
were
didn't
involved.
fight.
You were
No,
involved in the
I was
scuffle.
I was involved with the fighting with the door. This is the only thing I was.
Right. Okay. Right. Here's the thing. You made it dramatic, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
'Cause
It was
you
fun.
don't-
It was action
yeah,
packed.
yeah,
There
like,
was a
so
twist at the
basically-
end. This has been
Yeah.
great.
Next Monday.
The
Next month.
way
Yeah.
the way it's working is you get experience for battling, but you also get experience for great RP moments. So
Okay.
so I will reward experience based on that. So,
So
it could drift a little bit, but I'm gonna try and
So I
keep
get
it
XP for the
as-
being the worst
No,
wizard.
you get negative XP for that. No, you learn from your mistakes, obviously.
I should have the most XP for boy.
I have to depart, my friends, but this has been
No,
great fun.
that's-
Thanks
Yeah.
again,
Have
Rusty.
fun.
Buys
Farewell,
it.
farewell.
See you
Catch
later.
you all soon.
Buys
I'll
his
probably
head.
be on Discord
Bye.
again in an hour.
Goodbye,
Bye, Zeus.
Hubs.
Buys his head.
Bye, Z.
See you, man.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah. So next Monday.
So-
Right, I'm gonna wrap up the stream, guys. So thank you for coming by and checking out the D&D stream. By the look of it, the next session is going to be a week on Monday. But if you haven't followed already, do hit that follow button to keep up to date when D&D is going live. If you want to join my Discord, then feel free. If there's not a link down below, there is a command !point Discord. It should still be there. If you want to join my Discord, and it'll be posted for when I go live in any games or D&D sessions, just look out for them. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.